A lot of people come up to me and they ask me, Marco, what is it that motivates you most? And to answer their question, I replied back with a question. I say, what if I told you that you had 1 week left to live? Would you regret not pursuing your dreams, passions, and desires? Would you regret not living your life to the fullest? Would you regret not spending as much time with your family, friends, or loved ones? Steve Jobs said in a speech one time that he used to wake up every morning, look in the mirror, and ask himself questions like this. And he said that if the answer was yes for too many days in a row, then he knew that he had to change something. And that should go for all of us. If you're living a life that you would not be okay with losing because you weren't able to do things you wanted to do, then now you know that you need to change something. Life is simply too short and unpredictable to not live exactly the way that you please. Life can be very hard to predict. You can die at any time during the day without warning. When I was 13, I had a great teacher. I had known him for many years, and he had 2 kids and a caring wife. He was a good man who helped the community. He gave us everything. He rode his bike to school every day. I always remember him biking to school. One morning, while he was on his way to school, a careless driver hit him at an intersection. He died right there. His death taught me important lessons. One lesson is that it does not matter how good you are or how much you don't deserve to die. Death can happen to anyone, anytime. It will eventually take each of us, whether in 50 years, 10 years, next year, or even tomorrow. You can't stop it. The people around you can't stop it. If you are in the wrong place at the wrong time, your whole life could end in an instant, taking away everything you wanted to do. Whether you are walking down the street, stepping into the elevator, walking down the stairs, or just being there, you might see people suddenly die from a heart attack, gone. No family history, no signs, no reasons, nothing. It happens, and that's the harsh life we live in. And we can't control it. So, I want to say that no matter what path you choose in life, eventually, death will come for you. It doesn't matter if you floss your teeth in the morning, if you have a family or not, if you become rich or poor, successful or not, you will die one day. It is that simple. Knowing that you will die soon should push you to make tough choices and to get out of bed each morning. So now the question is, what do you really have to lose? If you follow your dreams and fail, you might be a bit less stable financially. You might feel stress or other emotions you wish to avoid. But in the end, even if you fail, you will go back to where you started, which is where you are now. So what do you actually have to lose? Some of you are thinking about starting a business. You have a great idea you want to add to your life. You might be thinking about going after your dreams completely. You might want to work hard to be a doctor, an engineer, a firefighter, or a pro athlete. But some of you might not chase these goals because you feel scared. You're scared to fail. You let that fear decide what you do. You worry about what mom or dad thinks. You care about what your sister, brother, grandpa, grandma, cousins, or anyone else thinks. But what really matters is you. You have a special skill, a talent, and whatever it is, you can use it to make yourself and others better. But sometimes, you need to take a chance. At some point, you have to jump if you want your talent to become real. If you don't, you might end up just working a regular job to pay your bills and survive, living only for the weekends, which is not a good way to live. If you don't take risks, trust me, if you don't follow your talents, you will live with a lot of regret, and your talents, your dreams, and everything you could have shared with the world will go away with you. From my own experience, I am really upset with myself. I have so many regrets in my life that I can't even explain. It's not about what I did, but what I didn't do. All the chances I passed up and all the risks I avoided just because I was scared or worried about what others thought. I finally decided to take a break. I sat down for weeks. I didn't just think about this for one night. This took months of thinking, and I just sat down and started writing. After thinking about the randomness of death compared to the chance of failing while chasing your dreams, and the chance of living a bad life because you didn't try, versus just settling for a normal life, versus everything else you can imagine, I can say that right now. I want to live each day as if it were my last. I want to take every risk in these special moments I have here on earth to be as successful and happy as I can be, instead of lying on my deathbed at 90, wishing I had taken a chance and wondering what my life could have been if I had acted when I was 18, 15, or 22. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. I would rather die trying to achieve my dreams than live a long life full of regret. Life is too short and too uncertain to waste. I've seen it myself. It is not worth it to live a safe, simple, and traditional life. But do you know why many people pick that safe life instead of taking risks? I mean, there are good reasons not to. Why would you? Why would you take a risk that causes you stress, puts your family under stress, makes you lose sleep, waste your time, makes you work harder, and makes you take crazy chances that are 1 in 1,000? You know, before I go on, the fact that I'm even here talking is really surprising. The chance of you being born is 1 in 400 trillion. That number is so huge, you can't even imagine it. What I wanted to say is that people don't want to take risks because they feel like they have a lot to lose and their lives are pretty good right now. Most importantly, they are comfortable. They are used to living simply by society's standards, hanging out with friends sometimes, and getting enough rest. They have gotten comfortable. When you are comfortable, you don't want to change. I like to call this comfort zone the danger zone because it tries to keep you there as long as it can. I understand how it is. I know the comfort zone. It is very convincing. It is hard to leave comfort. I know. As it keeps you there, you will unknowingly watch your life pass by. The reason I care about this now is because I am angry for greatness. I want to do big things. And like Ray Lewis said, if you're not upset about being great, then you're fine with being just okay. I'm not fine with being just okay. I don't think anyone should be. Anyway, I want to explain why I'm talking about this. I got an offer to move to Los Angeles, California, to live with 2 other business people as a content creator and media influencer. It makes me sad because it has shown me what I could really do, what is waiting for me in the future. It's just a small look at what I can achieve in my life. But I worry I won't be able to get the right legal papers to move to the US to work for a job like YouTube, which the government doesn't control. The last thing I want is to go to the US to work legally while being an illegal immigrant. Right now, I feel like I have to give up another chance, and it makes me feel like my dreams are slipping away again. After seeing what could be real, like a house in LA by the beach, near the big city, with nice weather, and a job I would love, working with people who share the same dream, I think that I would rather chase this dream hard than play it safe and wonder what my life could have been. I want to make more videos like this where I talk because it feels like therapy for me and helps me forget my worries. I hope some people can find inspiration in what I say. I also want to say that I believe education is very important and it helps bring success into your life. Knowledge is power. It's best to always have a backup plan and think about what if things go wrong. This is something that every role model I admire encourages. But I feel like education will always be there for me to return to, whether I'm 20, 25, 40, or older. I think I have a great idea, vision, passion, and drive right now, and I can make the most of it. It feels like I'd be wasting it if I don't go after it. The biggest question I keep hearing is, Marco, what if it fails? And yes, what if it fails? But that's part of taking a risk with things like startups or being your own boss. It's very risky. What if I get hit by a car? What if I lose my wallet? Or even better, what if this works? It's easy to be negative or close yourself off, but I believe it's easier to be positive and open. Please do yourself a favor. This is a whole topic for another time. Try to be around people who bring positivity and good energy. You'll see how much this can change your life. Starting your own business or being self-employed doesn't really need a diploma or degree. I think, with a good business plan and the motivation that people like you give me, I can achieve anything. If you're still here, I appreciate you. Much respect. That's real loyalty. Anyway, this has been Marco. I hope you all have a great day and goodbye.